Hey, what's up guys, this is Nashik from blogdude.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create this professional, super awesome, super beautiful WordPress website using a free theme called Hestia and Elementor, a free page builder. So this is going to be awesome, and let's see a demo of the website which we have already created, as you can see on your screens. And before that, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also click on that bell icon so that you don't miss any further videos. With that being said, let's get started. So let's see the demo website which we have already created. So this is the website, as you can see, and when I scroll down, make sure you'll see some changes because we have used a lot of animations, a lot of design in this video, and this is the best ever website that I have created using a free theme. That's right guys, using a free theme and a free page builder. Okay, so let's scroll down. As you can see, the animations, okay, again different animations. Okay, so these were animations. Now let's see one by one. Okay, so this is the first header section. We have a full width image in the background, a title, subtitle, two different call to action buttons with beautiful animations. Again, you can change everything from here, and that too so easily. I'll tell you and show you how easy it is to make changes on this website and how easy it is to create this website. Okay, so stay tuned for a few minutes to see that. Okay, now the next section is our product section. We have used different icons. These are icons. Using these are very simple. You can create this very easily, and we have used different colors to beautify the website. Then the next section is who we are section. As you can see at the left hand side, we have some text about the company or about yourself, and at the right hand side we have a beautiful image, and in the background we have another image. We can also give a parallax effect to this particular image. We'll see that when we start creating the website. Okay, now the next section is a very beautiful section again, which is meet our team section. Here you can have your team members. Now I have not added many different effects. For example, hover effect. As you can see, when I move my cursor on this particular image, nothing happens, but there are many different effects. For example, when we'll apply those effects, when I hover this image, when I move my cursor on this image, you will see different animations like fade in, zoom out. So you can also add that. Okay, I didn't add that, but I'll show you how to do that in this tutorial. Now the next section is about our clients. Okay, as you can see, this is a normal image, but I'll show you how to make this image circle so that it can beautify the website. And the last section is this contact us section. Okay, very beautiful again, and this is such a simple and elegant design, as you can see over here. Now let's see the about us page. So as you can see guys, this is the about us page. And also I forgot to mention that I'll show you how you can use layouts to create a website. And when I say using layout, it means you can create the same website using layouts within 10 minutes. That's right guys, within 10 minutes you can create this complete website. So if you want to learn that, make sure you stay tuned to this video so that you learn a lot, and I promise you are going to learn a lot of things and you will love this video. Okay, now the next section is, as you can see, about this, and we have used different font over here. You can use different color for these icons. You can have and add your own text. This is actually a background image, and on that image we have this thing. Then the next section, I have make this as the color, and if you see behind this bar, behind this section, there is a very thin and a very light shadow, if you could see. So that is also a design and animation, and that beautifies the website more. You can have any color in the background. You can change this background color for white also. It's all up to you. I'll teach you everything in this tutorial. Okay, this is the next section, and this is our last client section. Okay, you can have your clients icons over here. Now let's see the services page. This is the services page. This is the top section, as you can see, and this is the services section. You can have your own color. Again and again I'm saying you can change this text easily. Okay, and this is the another section, our expertise section. Okay, and this is the last section, which again says companies we have worked with. Now this is the contact us page. As you can see, here we have given a parallax effect, as you can see, to the image. Then these are different icons, okay, which call us, visit us, contact us, and different information. And this is again the same section. If you remember, this is the same section that we have used in the home page. You can use one section in different pages without creating them again. So you don't have to create them again to use at different places. Okay, so that is awesome. It saves a lot of time. And the last section is this map, and below that we have social icons. Okay, so this was a very short demo tour of the website which we are going to create. Now let me show you how easy it is to make changes to your website. So let's come back to our home page. To do any change, you just have to click on this button which says edit with Elementor. Now suppose you want to change this text over here. So as you can see, just click on this text, and here is the text. You can change it anything. For example, I want my name over here, Nayyar Sheikh. So I can type in Nayyar Sheikh. I can change this. I can even change the color for this text. So just we have to go to style. Okay, here is the color. We can have any color for this one. We can change the size of the text, as you can see, so easily. You don't have to do any coding or anything over here. You can change the font from here. As you can see, we have tons and tons of different fonts. So this is so easy, you know. You can change the color, the size, and everything for this text also, this button also. You can change the icon, this animation so easily. Suppose you want to change this icon, so just click on this icon, and here, as you can see, this is the reorder icon. You can select different icons over here. For example, let's select this icon, address card. And as you can see, the changes have taken place instantly. You don't have to even wait. You don't even have to save to see what changes have taken place. And suppose you did some mistake, you didn't want to do that, and that just happened. And you don't. So if this was the case when we were coding, you would go crazy, you know. But here you don't have to do anything. Just click on Ctrl+Z. And it will be same again. Okay, so this is again a very useful. And suppose you want to change the type of this icon. For example, this is tagged. You can have this framed. This is the framed one, or you can have the default one, just the simple one. You can change its alignment, left, right, center. You can change different things over here. Okay, in stacked also we have different. For example, this is the circle. You can have a square icon. So creating, as you can see, a website like this is really easy, and you will notice that when we start creating the website. Okay, these are different animations. You can change the animations also. Let me show you. For example, click over here, go to advanced. From here, here is the animation. As you can see, at present it is wobble. Now let's click on this jello, whatever it is. As you can see, the animation changes. And now let's click on this tada. Okay, so this is very easy, very useful, and most amazing thing is that it is free. This page builder is free. This theme which we are using is free. Okay, so this was the short tutorial. Now without wasting any time, let's get started. To create any kind of website, whether it be a business website, e-commerce website, social networking website, any kind of website in this world, you need two basic things: your domain name and your hosting provider, your web host. Okay, for example, nayyarsheikh.com is a domain name. Google.com is a domain name. YouTube.com is a domain name. So you will have to select your domain name. And next thing is web host. So as you can see, this background image over here, or different images which we have used, or different codes, different text, all these things are saved somewhere in some computer which is running 24/7, so that anyone visiting your site at any time can see the website. Okay, so you have to purchase, and you have to spend a very small amount on that. So I actually recommend two different companies which are very good. First one, my first recommendation, my top recommendation is TMD Hosting. Okay, this is the best one, and I will tell you and I'll show you why I consider this as best. So just open a new tab, type in blogdo.com/TMD. okay, blogdo.com/TMD, and press enter. Once you do so, you will be redirected to this cloud hosting page. Now let's scroll down. Here as you can see, this has got 3 different plans: summer cloud, rain cloud, storm cloud. You can use any one of these. Okay, you can see your budget, what fits and your needs and so on, and you can decide whichever plan you want to go with. This company is different from most of the companies in the market. Why? There are many reasons, all are mentioned over here. Let's see one by one. First of all, as I said you earlier, it is a hosting is nothing, a web host is nothing but a computer which is running somewhere in the world 24/7. So your computer has to be awesome, has to be fast, so that your website loads fast. Okay, so as you can see, if you select this Storm Cloud, which I am using at present, I am using this Storm Cloud. So it has got 6 core CPUs. Just ignore this. 6 GB of RAMs, unlimited bandwidth, and the most amazing awesome feature of this particular company is that it has got SSD space. What is SSD space and why is it so important and so awesome? So let's search on Google for that. You can type in SSD versus HDD web hosting. Okay, as you can see, I typed SSD versus HDD web hosting on Google, and you can see, you can read all these things from here. Now what I'll do, I'll go to images because I don't like reading a lot. Okay, now let's select the first result. You can select anything, they all show the same result. Okay, everywhere you see, you'll see the same result. I always select the first one. Okay, that is more easy to understand. Now here as you can see, there are 3 different criteria. So here the first one is speed. When you select other company, any normal company, it uses almost all the companies in the market uses HDD space. Okay, HDD hosting. So in HDD you have very slow computer, HDD websites are basically very slow comparatively to SSD, and here as you can see, SSD is super fast. Okay, and here IOPS, higher is better, SSD again is very fast, latency lower is better. So as you can see here, it is very fast. You can see the difference, guys, it is just phenomena. Okay, so this is the best company which I have experienced, and at present I am using TMD. Okay, so it has got SSD, and more amazing than using SSD is that it has unlimited SSD space. Okay, so there are few companies which offer SSD space, but they offer a very limited amount, for example 10 GB, 20 GB, but here you get unlimited SSD space, which is amazing. Okay, you can host unlimited website. For example, you can host 10 different websites on the same hosting provider, on the same web host. Okay, so suppose today you're creating this website which I'm going to show you. Tomorrow you might need to create an e-commerce website, so you don't have to purchase another web host for that. You can host the same that website, the e-commerce website, on this same hosting provider. Okay, so that is awesome. You can host unlimited websites over here. It will also provide you a free domain. For example, nayashake.com was provided by them as a free domain. You get premium support. cPanel is present in any, you go with any company, you'll get a cPanel, Optimum Cache, Wildcard SSL. This is another amazing thing. Okay, as you can see, here I have an SSL certificate. You go to any website which I have created recently after I purchased this TMD hosting thing, I have SSL certificate on all my website. And if you go in market to purchase, you go to any company to purchase an SSL certificate, it can cost you around $40 to $400 depending on your need. Okay, so you get it free, and you can use this SSL certificate on unlimited number of domains. So that is another amazing thing. You get cache, 128 MB cache. Performance is 3 times better as compared to these plans. You get spam expert, money back guarantee for 60 days. So this is just amazing. There are 3 plans. I would recommend you to go with Storm Cloud. If you cannot afford that, then you can go with Rain Cloud, but don't go with Summer Cloud. The basic and a simple reason is that you can host only one website. So tomorrow if you need to create another website, you will have to create another, and you'll have to purchase another web host. So that is not recommended. I am using Storm Cloud, so I'll click on this sign up button over here. Now here you have to enter the domain name which you want for free, and be sure make sure that you do some research on domain names. I have actually created a video but haven't uploaded it yet. In that video I have explained and I have given few tips on selecting your domain name, so make sure you watch that video. That will really help you, so that is really easy to do. So just type in the domain name which you want. For example, I'm typing Nayashek1 because I cannot have Nayashek, that is already taken, so I type Nayashek1. Now what you want, .com, .e, .org, whatever, there's so many different extensions over here. You can go with that and now click on proceed. Now here you have to put in your contact information. For example, your first name, last name, email address, all those basic information. Here is the payment information. If you want to make payment through through credit card or debit card, you have to put in your information over here. If you want to make payment through PayPal, you can do so. Okay, now here you have to select your data center. So I would suggest you to select the one which says nearest to you. For me, Singapore says nearest to me. For you, it might be Sydney, London, whatever it is. Just select the one which says nearest to you. If you want domain privacy, it will cost you around $10 a year, which is affordable. I in fact recommend you to do so. If you don't want, that is fine. Okay, just untick this one. Okay, you can turn it off. Now I have a promo code for you that will give you the highest discount that TMD gives, that is 7%. Okay, so just type in just type in Nair YT, which stands for Nair YouTube, and click on apply. Okay, so as you can see, it says this promo code gives you 7% off this purchase, and there are chances that in future this promo code won't work. So make sure you always see the description. You will find some really useful thing in the description. So you will find that promo code which is useful at that time in the description. Okay, by the time this is useful, so I am putting this thing. Now just tick mark over here which says I agree to the TMD terms of service and click on checkout. Once you do so, you'll receive an mail from TMD Hosting. And by the way, if you want to use HostGator, don't worry, I have given a link to the video description below. If you watch that video, you'll get to know how you can use HostGator to install WordPress on your website. So if you don't want to use TMD, if you think it is a bit costly, you can go with HostGator also. And I have a 60% off coupon code for HostGator, so that might really help you. Okay, but in terms of quality, I would recommend you to stick with TMD. Okay, now let's see what is the next step. Now we have purchased the domain name and hosting account. It's time to install WordPress on our domain name which we have just purchased. Okay, so what you have to do, you will receive this email as I said when you click on that checkout button, and this is a very, very important email because it has got some really important informations like your name servers, your server IP, your hosting packages, FTP, username, password. So make sure you save all this information somewhere. If you have more than one email addresses, okay, so if you have 2 or 3 different email addresses, then what you can do, you can forward this mail to those email addresses. Okay, so that will help you to save this information. Now the next step, as I said is to install WordPress. So you'll find this link which should say control panel. Open this link in a new tab. That link is nothing but your domain name / cpanel. For example, if your domain name is abc.com, then your cpanel link is abc.com/cpanel. Okay, so that is easy. Now put in your username and password from that mail and click on login. Okay, so this is the cpanel of TMD. You will find the cpanel of all the companies are almost similar. You'll see almost the same options again and again in any hosting company. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to go to the bottom to this section which says Softaculous App Installer, and the first option is WordPress. Just click on WordPress. Now click on install now. Okay, now from here select your domain name on which you want to install WordPress. So I want to select this one, and make sure at the top HTTPS is selected so that you get this beautiful secure lock over here, okay, on your domain name. and from in directory just delete everything. By default WP is written over there, just delete that and make sure this thing is empty. You don't have to change the site name, site description from here. You can change that later on from your WordPress dashboard. Now you do have to change your username and password. Make sure you select a username which is quite difficult. Okay, use numbers, special characters and different alphabets, uppercase, lowercase in your username. Make it very difficult for anyone to guess. Okay, and also change your password. Don't keep very simple passwords like just typing in password and so on. Don't do all those stupidity. Okay, that will put your website into danger. Now in this admin email address, put in your email address where you want to receive updates and information about this website which you are going to install. Okay, so once you are done, at the bottom you will see this install button. Click on that. Now the WordPress is getting installed on your domain name. It will take few seconds, don't worry. As you can see guys, it took less than 3-4 seconds. Okay, now here you get two different URLs, two different links. The first one is your website URL and the second one is your WordPress dashboard URL. So WordPress dashboard URL is nothing but your domain name, which is for example nayeshek.com, then /wp-admin. So this is your dashboard URL. So let's open your dashboard or administrative URL in a new tab. Okay guys, so this is how your dashboard should look like. Now at the top over here you will see it would say my blog or whatever you have. If you have changed the title, it would say your title over here. However, this right click over here. Now open this link in a new tab and here is your website. Let's see how our website looks like at present. So as you can see, this is I guess 2017 theme or 2016 theme, I don't know, by WordPress. Very terrible theme. Never use this kind of theme to create a website. Okay, now what you have to do, we have to convert this crap into something awesome, something amazing like this. Okay, so for that we'll be using a free theme as I said you earlier. So what you have to do, open a new tab, type in blogdo.com/hestia. Okay, HESTIA. It will redirect you to this particular page. Okay, from here you just have to click on this download now for free button. It will ask you for your email address. Just type in your email address over here and click on download now. Now here just click on this red button which says download files. Now we have to select this Hestia theme. So first one is Hestia theme, and besides that you will see this download button. Click on this. And as you can see, your theme is getting downloaded over here. So our theme has successfully downloaded. Now it's time to upload this theme on our website. So go back to your dashboard. At the left hand side you will see something called appearances. Click on appearances. Now here at the top, as you can see, a button which says add new. Click on that button. Now again at the top you will see another button which would say upload theme. Just click on that button and from here choose that file which you have just downloaded. Okay, so let's search for that file. It would be in the downloads folder. Here it is, Hestia. Select that, click on open, click on install now. Okay, so our theme is getting installed, and meanwhile our theme is getting installed, make sure you do a few things. First is to subscribe to my channel and also press that bell icon, because as you can see I make really good videos, very useful videos. Okay, and second thing, if you like the video, okay, then you can also give a thumbs up to this video. That would really help you. If you have any doubt, any queries, any request for me, then you can post that in the comment section below. Okay, I make videos based on request. For example, I have made different videos like WordPress multi-vendor video, affiliate marketing videos, okay, based on request by different users or different subscribers. So I do check my comments always. Okay, so make sure if you have any request, any suggestion, queries, you post that in the comment section below. Okay, so our theme has been successfully installed. Now we have to activate this theme. So just click on this activate button. Okay guys, so as you can see, our Hestia theme is successfully installed and activated. Now we don't need these themes. Okay, so what you can do, you can just delete all of these. Okay, that would make our site a bit faster. And also we don't want these files which we don't actually require. Okay, so we have successfully deleted everything. Now it's fine. Now again, at the left hand side, you'll see over here which says about Hestia. Click on that. Now we have getting started, recommendation, recommended action, useful plugins, and so on. Now click on recommended actions. Okay, now we want to install and activate these two plugins. So install and activate both the plugin. One is Themeizel Companion, the second one is Pirate Forms. Click on this activate button. Now again, go back. Okay, now go to useful plugins. Okay, now we need to install and activate these two plugins again. Click on install and activate. We don't need these plugins. Okay, we need only this. In fact, we don't even need this one. Okay, the translate press. If you need to translate your website, you need this, but we don't need. We need only the Elementor page builder. Don't reload it now, and we don't need anything else. Okay, if you need this thing, you can install. These are very useful plugins. This is also a page builder. I'll be using this page builder in my future videos just to see how this is. At present, I'm using this one. As you can see, it says and deactivate. It means it has been installed and activated. So this is fine. This is awesome. Now again, come back to your website, refresh, and let's see how it looks like. Okay, as you can see guys, it looks much better, but still it doesn't look like this. Okay, so we have to convert that into something awesome like this. So let's get started. To do so, first we will need to create few pages. For example, as you can see, this is the home page. So let's create a new page, a home page. So again, at the left hand side, you'll see something called pages, hover pages, and you'll see two options, all pages, add new. So we want to add a new page, so click on add new page. At the top, you have to give it a title. You can give it any title. For example, let's put home page. Okay, and from this left hand side, you will see something called page attributes, and under that you will see something called template, and select that template and select page builder full width. Okay, I guess this is the one. Yeah, page builder full width. So select template and select the page builder full width and click on publish. Okay, now let's view this page in a new tab. Okay, so there is nothing over here. Now let's start adding all these awesome themes. Okay, now come back over here. Now click on edit with Elementor, as you can see over here. Okay guys, so this is how you should see now. This is how your page should look like. Okay, now as you can see, it is very simple. You just have to use your common sense. Now this is a section. Okay, as you can see, this is a first section. This is another section. So as you can see, this is a section which has a background image. It has a title and so on. So let's add a new section. As you can see, it says a new section. Click on add a new section. Now it will ask you how many columns you want. So we want only one single column, because as you can see over here, it is not divided into 2 or 3 different columns. It's just a single column. Okay, so let's select the one column. Okay, now here is your new section. Now everything you want to add, you have to add in this particular section. Okay, so let's see. The first thing is a background image. So let's add that. Just click on this at the top. As you can see, when you hover this, you will see this blue section, and click on over here at the top. Okay, you get some options at the left hand side. This is the edit section options. Okay, first you have to click make this thing on stretch section, because as you can see, this is a full width section. Okay, so we want to stretch that. So make this yes, and content, make this full width. Okay, you'll get to know what all these things are once everything starts looking. Now go to style, because we need to style it. Okay, now we need a background image. So here, as you can see, it says background. Now here you have three different options. You can add a background video, you can add a background gradient, and here is the classic options. In classic option, you can add a background color or a background image. So let's click on classic. And as you can see, if you want to add a background color, just select this, select any color. As you can see, the changes have taken place over here, but you don't need to add a color. We want a background image. Okay, so select the second one which says image. Now upload image. By the way, I have uploaded all those images, all those layout you can see on my website blog2.com, and I'll give this link in the video section below so that you don't have to search for this. Okay, so this is the one, how to make WordPress website, blah blah blah. Just click on this. Okay, so here it is. You have the theme file, everything over here. You have images over here, so you just have to download all the images. Whatever images I'll be using now, you'll get all those images for free from here. Okay, you'll also get all the layouts. We'll be using layouts later on, but make sure you download them now so that you can use them later. Okay, so I'll give this link in the video section below. Okay, so let's add our background image. Click on select files, search for your file. Here it is. This is the image which I have used. Select this, click on open. Okay, click on insert media. Okay, now here it will ask you some different options like position, attachment, repeat, size. Go to size, and instead of default, select cover. Okay, now we also need to change this size from here, so go to layout again from here. Okay, now here it will ask you height, select fit to screen. Okay, so as you can see, now this looks much better. Okay, content position, we'll see all these things later on. Okay, now just click on save over here. You can also press the Control and S key together so that it will save your file. Okay, and if you want to see the exact change, what you can do, you can just minimize this thing, just click on here, and you will see how your website looks like at present. Okay, so this has already started looking awesome. Now again, bring this back. Now we have to add this text. Okay, so again, as you can see over here, you have this icon. Click on this icon, and again you will get all these options. Okay, now we want to add some text, so you have to use this module, which is a heading module. Now just bring this thing over here. Okay, as you can see, very easy. Now you can type in anything. I will type WordPress and Elementor. I'll type the exact same thing. So instead of this which says this is heading element, type in your element. And as you can see, you actually cannot see the changes over here because we have to change the color of the font. Okay, and we also have to change the alignment. We'll see that later. First, let's change the color. Click on style. You always click on style to make some changes like color change, background change, border color change, and those kind of changes. Okay, in style, font change, font types change, font weights change, all those things. So first let's change the color. The first option is text color. Select that, select white from here. Now as you can see, it is looking awesome. Now the second one is typography. Make this on to do some changes in the typography. Now you can increase or decrease the size of this, as you can see. Okay, you can change the font family. For example, I have used Roboto throughout the website, so I'll be using Roboto again. Okay, now also we have to change the weight. That is just to make it more bolder. Let's select 700. This looks much better. Okay, you can add different options. We don't need these options right now, but we'll be using these options later on in this video so that you can understand what does this actually do. Okay, now again come to content, and at the bottom you'll see this alignment options. Click on center, because as you can see in the demo website, it is center aligned. Okay, so we are done with the first thing. So easy it is. As you can see, very easy to create a website like this. And always keep on pressing this save button so that you don't miss any change. Now again we have to add another text. As you can see, this text. So again what you do, you click on this icon over here at the top. Now again drag this heading thing over here. Now type in the other thing, free theme and plugins. Select this thing, type in free themes and plugins, make this center align, go to style, change the color to white. Now as you can see, now let's also change the typography, increase the size to whatever you want. Okay, this looks better. Font family to Roboto. Use the same font family throughout the video, throughout the website. Whatever font you're using, use it throughout the website. That would look much better. Okay, now as you can see in the demo website, there is small gap between this and these buttons. Okay, so before adding the button, let's add a gap to again and again. When I'll add a new element, I'll click on this icon. Okay, so make sure you click on this icon. You'll see these options over here. Now here is this spacer. Bring this spacer over here. Okay, this is the space. As you can see, the blue section which is selected. If you want to increase this space, you just increase it from here. As you can see, if you want to decrease it, you can decrease it. Okay, so let's keep this to 50 pixels would be fine. Now let's add these buttons. Okay, before adding buttons, as you can see, there are two different buttons, so we need two different columns over here. So drag this columns over here. So as you can see, now we have two different columns. Now drag the button, here it is, to the first column. Now as you can see, the button is over here. Now let's start making changes to the button. The type and whatever type should be default. Text, here it says create now. Okay, so let's type in create now. Okay, you can link this to anything you want. You just have to enter the URL over here and just make it right aligned, because we want our first logo, first button to be right aligned, and the second button will be left aligned. Okay, now you can select the size of the button. It is small, medium, whatever you want. Let's select small. It looks much better. Now let's change this style. So again, come to style. Now as you can see over here, this button is a very simple button. Okay, it has got white text, white border, and when we hover this button, it becomes the default color. Okay, as if you also notice that I have used this color, this pink type of color throughout my website. Okay, so you also make sure that you use one or two colors throughout the website. That would look much better. Okay, so let's first add the normal. In the normal state, as you can see, there is no background color. So what we will do first, let's see, the text color is white. Okay, so text color, we'll select text color, we'll select white from here. Fine. Now background color, we don't want any background color, we want a transparent. So what you do, see, this is the first one and this is the second line. This is for opacity. Now just drag this thing to the bottom, and as you can see, now it has become transparent, but we need a border. So go down and here is the border type. Select solid from here, and as you can see, now we have a border, but this is very thick border. We want a thin border. So in the width, just type in 1 pixel. This looks awesome now. Okay, but as you can see, when we hover this, when we get our mouse on our cursor on this button, nothing happens. Whereas in the demo website, when we hover this button, the style changes. Okay, the background color changes to this red or pink color, whatever it is. Okay, so what you should do, just click on this hover over here to change the hover effect, and go to background color and put in any background color you want. For example, I am using this color throughout the website. Now as you can see, when I hover this button, this becomes red or pink. Okay, you can also change the typography from here. If you don't like this this font, you can change the font and so on. Okay, now click on save. Now there is another thing which is called to just copy this thing. For example, now instead of creating this same button again, what you can do, if you hover here, let me bring this down. However, here as you can see, we get few options. Okay, this one is duplicate column. When you click on this, as you can see, another button has been duplicated. Now when we have two different columns, we don't need this one. So what you can do, select the third column, hover here and click on this X button to remove this column. As you can see, that column is removed. Now we have the same icon over here. Now it will save some time. We just have to do some changes over here. Now select this button. You'll get all these options related to this button. Now make this left align. As you can see, it came over here. Go to style. The background color should be this color, okay, and the hover background color should be transparent. This is just the opposite, okay. Now here when we hover this, it becomes transparent, whereas here when we hover this, it becomes pink, okay. Now if you also notice, the background color is very light, the background image is very light, and we cannot see this text, this white text, whereas here we can easily and clearly see the text, button and so on, and the background image is not that light, it is darker. So there is a very simple way to do that. Again, click on over here, hover this, and click on this section to edit or to make some changes to this section. Go to style, scroll down, and here there is an option which says background overlay. Click on that. Background type, click on classic. Okay, now here is the opacity. Okay, first let's select the color from here. Select the black color. Now as you can see, it has become dark. If you want to make it more darker, you can just increase the opacity. As you can see, if you bring to 1, it will all become black. If you want to make it lighter, you just decrease the opacity to whatever you want, okay. For example, this is at present set to 0.55, and I think this looks very good. Now click on save. So as you can see guys, so easily we have created the first section. It was really easy, okay. Now similarly we have to create the second section, okay. So let's create this beautiful section. So again, you can click on this add section to just start adding, or there is another shortcut way. Just click on this thing again to come to this thing, and as you can see, the first one is text. So instead of clicking on this button and selecting the columns, you can just drag this text over here, okay. And as you can see, a new section has been added. Now you have to do some changes over here. As you can see, the title over here is why our product is the best. So let's copy this, okay, and paste this thing over here. So we have why our product is the best, okay. This is center align, so make it center align. Go to style, change the color. Now color also, for example, this is the title. Now the color which I'll select for this title, I'll keep that same color throughout the video for all the titles in my website, okay. So make sure these things are very important. These things might be small things, but these make very large impact. This has a very large impact on your website. So as you can see, I'm selecting this color, the dark gray color, and after that I'll do some changes in the typography also. I'll make this thing a little bigger, okay. For example, 35 or 36 pixels will be fine. And I'll also change the font family to Roboto Slab, okay. Roboto Slab, this would look something like this, and I'll change the weight to 600. Now as you can see, this looks exactly like this, okay. We have 35 pixels, Roboto Slab, 600 weight, because the title should be bolder than the subtitle and so on, okay. Now we have another text over here. So again, come back over here, select this heading, bring this below this, copy this thing from here, paste it over here, okay. Again, center align, go to style. Now this is the subtitle, this is not the title. So what I'll do, I won't select this color, I'll select a bit lighter color, the third one. This is the light gray color. So basically the idea is I want my title to be darker color and my subtitle to be lighter color. This makes a good this gives a very good design to the website. Now come back, again go to typography. Now this will be 18 pixels, okay. You can select any size. I am selecting 18 pixels, and the font family will be Roboto, okay. So I am using Roboto Slab only for the title, okay, and not for the subtitle or any other text. For subtitle and different text, I am using Roboto, and for title I am using Roboto Slab. You can increase the weight, but I would recommend you to keep to default. It looks better. Now click on save. Again, come back over here, and as you can see, we have 3 different icons, very beautiful icons. Okay, so for that we need to add 3 different columns first. So you can bring these columns over here, okay, at the bottom. Okay, and as you can see, we have 2 different columns. Now select the first one. First, go back over here. What is this? This is an icon. In fact, this is an icon box. So here you'll see this icon box over here. Just drag this icon box under this column. Click on this click on this thing, click on this icon or this box to make some changes. Okay, now here you have to choose the icon, okay, whatever icon you want. At present it is star. You can select anything. For example, let's select Android, okay, the Android one. You can select the style. At present it is default. I'll select stacked. Now as when you select stacked, this becomes like this. Okay, now here is the heading, here is the subheading, the text. Okay, now you can select your heading from here. For example, here it says quality. So instead of this is heading, type in quality, and this is dummy text, so it is fine. Or maybe let's add our dummy text. This is much better. Okay, now as you can see here, it looks a bit different. And now if you want to change the color, so obviously you know how to do so. Click on style. You can change the primary and the secondary color. For example, let's select the primary color as black. This becomes black, but I want this to be, this color which we are using again and again. This is the color I have just typed in, so that I don't have to do again and again. Okay, so this is the color, this is the primary color. Now secondary color is the color of the icon. If you select black, the icon will become black. So I would recommend to go with white. This looks much better. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll delete this column from here, and we will copy this or duplicate this column 2 times. Okay, so we don't have to waste our time creating the same thing again and again. Now what I'll do, I'll click on over here and make some changes over here. For example, instead of this icon, let's select some other icon like ambulance. Okay, you can change your text from here. You can add any title from here. It's all up to you. You can change this text also from here. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll change the color to maybe this color, green color, whatever color you like. Click on save, and similarly you can change this color also. Okay, now if you see over here, there is a little gap at the top and also at the bottom. So let's add that. So what you'll do this time, you'll select the main section. As you can see, everything is under a single section. This title, all these columns are under a single section. So we'll select this section. When we click on this whole section is selected. Now go to advanced, and here you have some options like margin, padding, and so on. So what you'll do, you'll first click on this button to delink, because if this is not changed, if you put 10 over here, everything will become 10. For example, padding top, right, bottom, left, everything will become 10 pixels. I don't want that. I want to do it manually. So I just remove this, and I want padding top. So let's make padding top to around 100 pixels. Okay, as you can see, now we have this much gap. If you want to reduce this gap, you can reduce the number to maybe 70 pixels. Looks much better. And we also want some gap at the bottom. So what we'll do, we'll go to padding bottom and type in maybe 50 pixels. Okay, as you can see, now we have 50 pixels gap. Okay, so this is how you do it. Again, let's see another thing. Here, as you can see, this thing is into 2 lines, which means there is a lot of gap, or there is a padding at the right and left. You cannot see that is just a gap. Okay, and here it is under a single line. So let's do that. Select this thing, this text, go to advanced. Okay, delink this, and now we need some padding at right and bottom, right and left. So let's add 80 pixels right and 80 pixels left. Okay, as you can see, this looks much better. If you want, you can increase the padding also. For example, instead of 80, you can increase this to 100 from both the sides. So we have 100 pixels left and right. Now let's see how our website looks like at present. This is how it looks. Very good, very amazing. Okay, again bring this thing back. Make sure you save the changes. Whenever you do a change, make sure you save it. Now let's also add some gap between this. As you can see over here, below the title there is some gap before this icon. So let's do that. Now again click on this subtitle, go to advanced, and bottom we want some gap, for example 30 pixels, okay, or maybe only 20 pixels. So just type in 20 bottom and you have that gap. Okay, so click on save. So this is how easy it is to create this kind of website. We have completed with 2 sections very easily. Okay, now let me also show you about the animations, because I always forget this, and thank God I remember this time. So for example, if you want to make some do some animation to, I want some animation to apply to this particular thing. So just click on over here, click on this particular section, click on this icon, go to advanced. Okay, now here you have the entrance animation. Now select anything. For example, let's select wobble, whatever it is. Now as you can see the animation. If you change swing, as you can see, okay, so we have different animations. Basically people select fade in from left for this one, and for this one they select fade in from right. Okay, so that also makes sense, that is right. Okay, so fading from left, fading from right, and this can be fading from top or center, whatever you like. So this is how you put animation to everything. So I won't be showing you again, because it is very easy, very simple, and you have the same. For example, again for this title also, if you want to add some animation to this title, click on the title, go to advanced from here. Here is the entrance animation. Click on this, select anything. Now as you can see, bounce in up. So this was the animation, and click on save. Okay, so this is how you add animation to anything, whether text, icon, image, anything in this particular website. Okay, now let's move forward and let's see the third section. So this is the third section, very beautiful section again. And again, wait, let's bring this thing over here. And here, as you can see guys, okay, now, okay, fine, now it is better. That was 100%. I always keep it to 80%. Now it looks similar. I thought I did some mistake, but it was just zoomed in. This is fine. Now let's bring this back. Okay, I think I have to zoom in so that you can see it properly, or else it will look very small on your screens. Okay, now let's add the next section, the third section. Okay, so again, as you can see, we have 2 different columns. In the first column we have some text. So let's again come back, add some text in this column, bring this text over here to add a new section. What does this text say? It says who we are now, whatever it says. Just type in your title over here. This is left aligned, so you don't have to change anything from here. Go to style. Now as you can see here, the color is white. So let's select text color white. Now it disappeared because the background color is also white. Don't worry, we'll fix that. Okay, so select this thing, hover over here, and you will see this option, this section option. Okay, now what you have to do first, we don't have to do, we just have to change the background color. So go to style, select the classic option, image, upload image. This image is also given. Okay, so make sure you check that file. This is the image. Select this, click on open, insert media. Okay, now we have to change the size. So again, go to layout, height. Okay, you can select fit to screen, but that would become bigger, but that is fine. Or maybe, yeah, that is fine, fit to screen. Okay, well, we can do one thing, we can keep this thing to default, and I'll show you some because we have seen how to use fit to screen, and I'll show you some other ways to increase the size of this. Okay, so that would be more beneficial to you. Now click on save. Fine. Now again click on this text to make some changes on this. So just click on this text, go to style, color is fine. Now typography, as I said you earlier, keep everything constant. So the size was 35. Font family was Roboto Slab for the title. So this is the title. weight is 600. Whatever you keep it constant. Fine. Okay, now this is another thing, another text. So select this. Again, come back over here. Now add another some more text from here. Paste in your text or type in your text. Left align, style, text color white. Fine. Now typography, make this thing maybe 18. Fine. Now this is Roboto. This will be Roboto. Okay, so this is looking fine. Now what we'll do, we'll add so just hover over here, click on this plus button. This will add another column. Okay, so we have another column. And if you also notice guys, here we have, actually I think it is 14 not 18. So let's first change this to 14 pixels. Looks much better. And here as you can see, there is some gap between the lines. This is called line height. So let's increase the line height. Here you'll see this line height. If you make it 1, you'll see some changes. If you make it 1.5, you'll see more changes. As you can see, when I put 1.5, it changes. Fine. Now go to content again. And let me show you one more trick. As you can see here, we have a gap. Okay, but here we don't see that gap. Okay, for example, here we see this gap. This is another paragraph. This is another paragraph. But here we have pasted the same thing, but here the thing has not taken place. So there is a small code for that, HTML tag for that. You can use that. So just open your arrow bracket, put a slash, type in BR and close your arrow bracket. Now as you can see, it has come to the next line. Now if you want to leave one more line, just copy the same thing, paste it again. Now as you can see, it has left one more line. Fine. So this is good. This is very, very useful. Now click on save. Okay, now let's bring this thing over here. Okay, this is looking fine again. Now let's see what is this there in this particular column. There is an image. So let's add this image. Okay, so again, come back over here, drag this image over here. Fine. Now select the image from here. Just click on this, upload file, select files. And where is that image, by the way? Here it is. Click on open. Fine. Now click on insert media. Okay, so we have our image over here. Now what we have to do, we have to do some changes, simple changes. As you can see, first there is some gap between the title and subtitle. Let's do that. Now select the title, go to advanced, and below the title let's add some gap. Okay, so here is the padding bottom. Now let's add 30 pixels. Okay, but better, if you want you can increase. Okay, so if you can also do one thing, you can select the subtitle and you can add some padding top. It's all up to you. Okay, now we want some gap at the top and at the bottom. As you can see over here, we have some gap at the top and at the bottom, but here we don't have that. So again, select your section. Okay, click on over here on this blue icon, blue thing over here. It will bring you your edit section. Go to advanced, go to padding, and here let's add some padding. So for example, 70 top or maybe 80 pixels top. Okay, and 80 pixels bottom. So we have 80 pixels top padding, 80 pixels bottom padding. Let's make top padding as 100 pixels. This looks much better. Click on save. Okay, now let's bring this thing over here to see how it looks like. Now again, we have to add some opacity over here, because so that we could see our text much better. So bring this thing. Okay, we are under edit section. If you are not under edit section, click on over here, you'll be under this section. Okay, now go to style. We have the image over here, but we want to give some overlay or opacity. Okay, so here it is the overlay. Select the classic, select the color, select the black color. Now as you can see, it has become darker. You can increase, you can make it more darker if you want. Okay, click on save. Now you can also do one thing, just come to this page, refresh and see how your page looks like on the front end. Okay, so this is how it looks like. As you can see, the animations also are taking place. Okay, so this is looking amazing, and as you can see guys, this is so easy. And we are using a simple a simple theme, which is free theme, and we are making so beautiful things over here. Okay, so this is really amazing. And we also have a SSL certificate, so that is really amazing. Now let's see the next section. This is a very beautiful, in fact this is my favorite section in this particular website. A very beautiful section. The more beautiful section is, the more it is awesome to work with, because we'll be using many animations over here. As you can see, we have just did some border radius over here. We have given some shadow, very small changes, but it really beautifies the website. And beauty is everything, design is everything. Okay guys, now let's add the next section. First, the title and subtitle. So again, come back, bring the heading, add a new section. Let's change this to meet our team. Okay, so instead of this is heading element, type in meet our team, center align, go to style. Okay, select the color, dark color, typography, 35 pixels, font family, Roboto slab. Okay, font weight 600 pixels, constant. Click on save. Now just copy this text, come back, bring this text again over here, paste in the text, center align, style, select the color. Now this time light gray color, typography, 18 pixels, font family, Roboto. Okay, so as you can see, the same changes, so that it looks constant throughout the website. Don't need to do any change over here. Okay, you can increase the line height to 1.34, whatever you want, because we'll be making this thing into 2 line. Okay, so select this one. Now go to advanced, and we need some gap from both the side. Okay, so let's add padding right and left 100 pixels like we did above. Okay, 100 pixels padding right and left, looks much better. Now click on this section, go to advanced, and let's add some gap at the top. So padding top maybe 80 pixels, looks better. Press Ctrl S to make to save the changes. Okay, so we are done with these two. Now let's add these sections. Okay, now for that we need 2 different columns. So bring your columns over here under this. Fine. Now click on over here. Now we have to add an image. So come back over here, select the image, bring it over here in the first column. Now choose your image, upload files, select files, first one, click on open, insert media. Okay, so we have our image over here. We need to add another column over here. As you can see, there's another column over here, so that we can have 2 different things over here. So what we'll do, we'll hover here and click on this add button to add another column. Okay, now here we'll be adding, let's add one more column so that we don't have to do it again. As you can see, there are different columns. Again, let's add one more column. Fine. Now here we'll be adding all this information. So let's add it one by one. First, there is a text. So bring this text over here. This is the header text. It is the name of the person, whatever it is. Just copy this, paste it over here. Okay, this is left align, I guess. Yeah, left align, so don't have to do any change. Go to style, text color, darker gray, typography. Okay, so this will be maybe 18 pixels. Fine. Font family, because it is a title, it will be Roboto slab. Font weight will be 600. Fine. Now the next thing is this CEO. Sounds cool, CEO. So let's bring this heading again over here in this particular, below this thing. Now here type in CEO. So just type in CEO from here. Go to style, make this lighter gray, change the typography, make it maybe 12 pixels or 14 pixels. Okay, size 14 pixels, Roboto, Let's increase this to 600 pixels. Okay, 600 weight pixel. So this looks much better. Now let's add this simple text. Copy this text. Again, come back over here, add this heading. Okay, now below the CEO, paste in this title, go to style, lighter color. Okay, now change the typography, make this 12 pixels. Oh, maybe 12 is quite small. 12 is better, I guess. 14 is quite big. No, 14 is fine. Okay, so 14 looks much better. What you can do, you can increase the line height, because as you can see, when the font height increases or decreases, we have to adjust the line height. Now it looks very bad, so we'll add 1.4 line height from here. Okay, it is 1.4 em. As you can see, em is selected, not pixels, so make it 1.4 em line height. This looks much better. Okay, now last thing is this social icons. So again, come back over here, search for social icons. Where it is? Here it is, social icon. Bring this thing under over here. Okay, now 3 things are there, and as you can see, the style is also different. Let's do that. You can add more items, and suppose you want to add your link, click on Facebook. Here is the icon. Here will be your link. Whatever your link is, just put in your link. Facebook, for example, my link is facebook.com/realnayyar, I guess. So that is the link. Your Twitter, what is this? Okay, it is Google Plus, your YouTube, whatever it is. Okay, you can add new items also. For example, WordPress or Instagram, you can select it from here. Pinterest, shopping cart, Snapchat, I don't know, Spotify, so many different things. I don't even use these things. I don't know who uses. Click on a new item, just add 5 items. Now select Instagram from here. You can also type in Instagram so that you can find it more easily. Okay, so this is fine. Now let's change this style. For example, at present the shape is rounded. We'll select circle. Now as you can see, we'll also change the size of this icon so that it fits over here. So for that, go to style. Okay, as you can see, this is the first one, size. You can change this size according to what you like. This is 17 and this looks much better. And let's make this thing left aligned, because everything over here is left aligned, so this should also be left aligned. Okay, and now everything looks much better. Just few things are left. As you can see, this is just a square image, but here there is a very small change over here. You know, these corners are rounded and this really looks beautiful. So let's do that. Click on this image, go to style. Here you'll see border radius. Now put a very small number. For example, let's put 2. Okay, that was quite more smaller. Now what we will, let's put maybe 10. Okay, now as you can see, the image has got rounded corners. Now this looks much better. Now again, as I said there is a bit shadow. I don't know whether you can see this or not, but there is a shadow, very thin shadow, and that really looks good. If you see the demo website hestia.naishek.com, it really looks terrific. Okay, so let's add that shadow also. Okay, let's see where it is. Go to style. Here it is, box shadow. Make this on. Now from here you can select it, blur, whatever you want. If I select, I increase it. As you can see, the shadow increases. You can increase the spread. As you can see, you can, according to you. Okay, you can make it horizontal. You can change wherever you want this to be. Okay, I will make it 0. Fine. So this looks really terrific, really amazing. I really like it. Okay, so similarly you have to add this thing over here. I'll show you how to do that, don't worry. Okay, what you'll do, let's delete this. Actually, we don't need this now because we'll be copying everything. Now let's copy this. Just copy this thing over here and copy this also. Fine. Now bring this thing over here. We cannot do that. Okay, fine. This looks much better. Now what you have to do, you have this thing. Now click on this image, change the image accordingly. Okay, now everything is simple. We don't have to do the same changes again. So this is very amazing. It saves a lot of time. You can just click on over here, change the name to whatever you want. For example, Naya Sheikh. This is not Naya Sheikh, obviously, this is a girl. Okay, so I'm just showing you, it is really easy. Now everything becomes much easier. Now again, you can copy this whole thing over here. However, here you'll see this section options. Click on duplicate section and you have another thing over here. Okay, so this is very, very easy. And if you see there's some gap over here, so what you can do, when you hover here, you get this option. So you can increase or decrease this gap also according to what you like. Okay, I'll just press Ctrl+Z because I don't want that change to take place. Fine, so everything looks awesome. Just click on save. Okay, so let's bring this thing under and let's see the changes. Looks much better. Okay, let's add some gap below this. So again, bring this thing over here, select this subtitle, go to advanced. Okay, then bottom, let's add 50 pixels, much better. And below this section also, between these two we want some gaps. So select this section, go to advanced, bottom, let's add 40 pixels, looks much better. Okay, now click on save. So we are done with this section also. Now let's refresh our main page and see how it looks like. Okay, so let's see. As you can see, the animations, this is the section and this is the section which we just created. Amazing, super awesome, isn't it? This is really amazing. Okay guys, so let's add some more sections. Let's scroll down. Let's see what is the next section. This is the next section, our client section, what clients say. So first, like always, we have a text, a title, then subtitle. So let's add a title. Bring this heading under add new section because we want to add new sections from here. Now the heading says what clients say. Okay, now from here, just type in what clients say. Center align, go to style, change the color to dark gray color. Typography, like always, size 35 pixels, font family, Roboto slab because it is a title, weight 600 pixels, everything looks fine. Click on save. Now let's see, we have this subtitle, copy, come back over here, again bring this heading below this title. Now paste whatever you copied, center align, style, text color, light gray color, typography, this is 18 pixels, font family is Roboto, weight is fine. Okay, now let's add some gap above this. So you'll select this edit section, go to advanced, padding top, maybe 80 pixels, fine. Now again, let's add some padding from both the side because we want this in 2 lines. Okay, so select this subheading, go to advanced. Okay, now let's add padding right 100 pixels, padding left also 100 pixels. Now let's also add some gap between the lines, that is line height. Go to style, increase the line height to 1.5, looks much better. Click on save. Okay guys, so we are going really good. Now let's add these things here also. This is very amazing section. I really like this section. Okay, so here what you have to do first, there is an image, text, very easy. Okay, so come back over here. Okay, let's select this image, bring this thing over here, fine. So we have our image, select the image, this uncle. Okay, select this uncle. Here is the 1/5 number. Open this, insert media. Here it is. Okay, now after this we have a text. So we'll come back, we'll add a heading below this image. Okay, and we'll put in the name over here. Is it center align? Yeah, it is center align. Style, color will be darker color. Okay, typography, it is, I guess, 18 pixels. I think so. Put in 18 pixels. Roboto slab, because it is a title. Weight 600, looks much better. Now again we have another text, so again come back, add another heading below this. Okay, now this time it is the designation business owner, so just type in business owner here. Center align, style lighter gray color. Okay, typography, this would be 14. Okay, font family Roboto. Let's increase this weight to 400, yeah, or maybe 500. Looks much better. Okay, now let's add this text. Okay, so again first save this so that you don't miss any changes. Okay, again come back over here, bring this heading. Okay, wait, let's scroll down first. Now bring this heading below this business owner, whatever it is written. Now paste in your text, center align, style lighter gray color, typography 14, font family will be Roboto like always. Okay, now let's increase the line height to 1.5. Okay, now click on save changes. Now I know what you'll say this looks terrific, and yes, it does look terrific because we'll need to add 2 more. But before this, let's make this icon circle, so this image circle. So that is very easy. Click on this image, go to style, and here you'll see something called border radius. No, not this one. Yeah, this is the one, border radius. Just put in 150 over here. Okay, maybe not 150, put in 200. Okay, now this becomes perfect circle and this looks awesome. Now what we'll do, we'll copy this column 2 times so that we don't have to do any changes again and again. Okay, but I think I did one mistake. Okay, I added everything under the same column. Okay, let's copy this column first 2 times. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll delete this thing because I don't need. Okay, delete it. Fine. Now let's add a section at the top. So click on this and here you'll see another section. Now let's add this thing over here. Okay, just drag this thing under this. Okay, it is not coming. I think I did some mistake. Just delete this and we'll again have to add this thing. Okay, we'll also have to add some gap. We'll see that later. First, let's add this title and subtitle again. Click on add new section, single column. Okay, bring this text over here, paste in everything, center align, style, text color, dark color, typography 35, Roboto slab, weight is 600. Fine. Click on save. Again go back over here, bring another text, copy this same thing, paste in over here, make it center align, go to style, same changes, lighter color, typography 18 pixels, Roboto. Okay, now let's add some gap at right and left. So 100 pixels right, 100 pixels left. Okay, thousands, not 1000, 100 pixels left. Okay, so this looks much better. Also some gap at the top. Fine. Now let's first bring this thing in. Okay, so this doesn't look that good. We'll have to decrease the size of this image. Okay, so again bring this over here, click on this image, go to style, and let's decrease the size to whatever you like. For example, 40 looks much better. So just type in 40, select this image also, go to style, type in 40. Same thing for this image, go to style, 40. Much better. Okay, click on save. Okay, so we are done with this section. Also, you can obviously change everything. You know how to do that. That's really easy. Now the next section is a very important section. Okay, there is a background image. Again, we have seen how to use background image, and here there is get in touch message with some icon, and at the right hand side we have a contact us page or contact us form. So let's add that. Okay, so first is this text. Okay, so we'll have to bring the heading, come back, bring the heading over here. It says get in touch, so just type in get in touch over here. It is left aligned, so that is fine. Go to style, darker color. Oh no, it is white color because the background is darker color, so select white color from here. Typography, 35 pixels. Roboto slab. Actually, you can do this, you don't have to do this every time. There is a global setting, you can do that over there also. First let me add this one, then I'll show you. Weight 600 pixels, click on save. Now here you see these 3 different lines, click on that. Now here we have some options, global font. Okay, so you can enable it from Elementor page, setting page. Okay, fine, we'll have to enable it. So you can enable it from your dashboard, and after that you can add some global settings. Once you do so, you don't have to do all those you don't have to do Roboto again and again. Okay, once you do, that will be fine. Okay, so you can do those changes. Now again, let's come back. So we have our text over here, but we cannot see that because we have set the color to white. So let's add this background color so that we can see everything. Okay, now hover this section, click on this edit section, go to style, background type, classic, select the image. This is the image, click on insert media. Now as you can see, we can see our text also. Now let's add this text. So let's copy this, again come back over here, bring this heading over here, paste it over here, go to style, change the color to white. Typography, 18 pixels, not 189, 18. Default font family to Roboto, and let's increase the line height to 1.4, 1.5, whatever you like. Click on save. Okay, now after that we have icon, and then we have some text over here. So for that, first let's add few columns. So again, come back over here, bring these columns, okay, and put it over here below this thing. So we have 2 different columns. Okay, fine, that is fine. Now in the first column we want some icon, and in the second column we want the text. Okay, so select the first column. Okay, now select the icon. Here it is, icon, bring it under the first column. Now as you can see here, at present by default it is star. We want the map marker. Okay, so from here you can search for map marker, type in map. You have map, map marker, map O, map pin, map signs, whatever you want. I want the map marker one, and I want it left align, so I'll put it left align. Okay, fine, and I will that we'll see later on. Change the style to primary color to white because I want to change the logo color to white. We will see the size later on. Okay, first let's add this text. Okay, so just copy this text, come back from here, select this heading, drag it to this particular column. Okay, now paste it over here. First let's change the color so that we can see what is happening over here. Okay, so first we'll have to add only this thing, find us at the office, then we can add the another thing. So delete the rest of the thing, just make it find us at the office. Okay, now go to style, typography, this is 18 pixels I guess, so type in 18, again not 189, 18. Roboto, weight, you can increase the weight over here, 500 would be fine. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just drag this thing over here, because as you can see over here also, the size for logo, the size for icon is very small, and the size for this one is quite bigger. So that is what we did. Now let me first do one thing. Let me increase the overlay or opacity of the background so that you can see much better the changes I am doing over here. Okay, so first I'll click on this edit section, go to style. Here is the background image. Here is the background overlay, classic, select the color to black. Okay, now I think you would be able to see everything much better. Click on save, come back over here. Now bring another heading over here under this particular thing. Okay, not over here, I'm sorry, just delete this. Fine, now let's change the text. Copy this text, paste in over here. Now again, as you can see, we have everything in the same line. First let me change the color so that you can see more clearly. As you can see, everything is in the same line. We want to change the line, so again we'll use the same simple trick. Arrow bracket open, /br, arrow bracket close. Now as you can see, it has come to next line. Now again, we also want this thing in the next line. So again, after this line, make sure you see my cursor always so that you don't get confused what I'm talking about. Again, arrow bracket open, /br, and again this has come to next line. Okay, now let's change the size. Typography, size to 14. Roboto family. Let's add some line height, 1.45, whatever you like. Click on save. Okay, now we will need to add another column for this thing. Okay, so how over here, click on this add column button, so we have another column. Okay, and similarly you can create one more icon and message from here easily. You know how to do is, if you want to increase the size of the icon, just first drag this thing over here, click on the icon, go to style, and from here you can increase the size, as you can see, easily without any problem. Click on save if you're happy with this size. Now let's add the curve form over here. First, what I'll suggest, you go to your dashboard, so click on over here. It's your domain name /wp.admin-admin. Now here you'll see pirate forms. Click on pirate forms. Okay, now copy this code from here, which says it's just pirate forms written over here. Just copy this code because we will need to add this code over here. Now come back over here, bring this heading over here. Fine. Okay, before bringing the heading, again come back over here. We'll need to bring the form. Do we have any form? Okay, let's see. We need the contact form. Okay, we don't have the form, so what we'll do, we'll add this HTML tag from here. Just add this HTML tag before this heading, after this heading. Okay, and in the tag, paste in this code. Fine. Click on save. Okay, now you cannot see any changes over here, but if you refresh, I hope you'll see some changes. Now let's refresh. Okay, so let's scroll down and see. Okay, so again we cannot see the contact form over here, but this will add the contact forms. Let me show you. Go back to this page which you are making change. Refresh this page. Scroll down. And as you can see, it has added a contact form. We need to style it a bit. Don't worry, but it has. Now you know that there is a contact form which is added. Okay. Now if it doesn't show, then again there is another way to do so. What you can do, copy this, just delete this HTML code. So instead of HTML code, we can use text editor. Let's find the text editor. Here it is, text editor. Bring this thing over here. It will also do the same thing, but I guess using this we can see the changes. Now go to text, paste this thing over here, click on save. Now again refresh and hopefully we can see the changes over here. Okay, Now again, let's scroll down and see. Okay, now we can see the contact form is here. We'll do some styling to this. First, let's see this heading element which we added. Okay, we have to type in contact us. So just type in contact us over here. Okay, I just noticed that I didn't copy it. Most of the time I just copy, I don't know why. Now click on center align, go to style, change the color to white. Okay, now typography, same thing, 35. This is Roboto slab. Weight is 600 pixels. Fine. Now here if you see there is a background color. Let's first copy this color. Come back over here, go to advanced, or maybe under style. Let's see where it is. Maybe under advanced. Go to advanced, and here it is, background. Select classic color, paste in this code, or whatever color, you can select any color from here. Okay, click on save. Fine. Now we need some gapping above and below. We need some padding so that it looks something like this. So let's do that. Element style, let's add some padding at top and bottom, maybe 10 pixels. Fine. For both top and bottom, 10 pixels. This, or maybe let's do it 20 pixels. Okay, this looks much better. Okay, now let's add a background color. As you can see, white background color to this particular contact form. Okay, so click on this contact form, go to style. Okay, go to style. Okay, not style, maybe advanced. Click on background, classic, background color, white. Okay, again we cannot see that form, but don't worry, that form is there. It's just that you cannot see it over here, but it is there on the website, as you can see over here. Now what I'll do, I'll add some padding over here. So what I'll do, I'll add maybe 20 pixels padding, all padding 20 pixels, and click on save. And if you see over here, this both sections are connected, they are touched to each. So what I'll do, I'll remove this gap. So there are two ways of doing. Either you remove the top gap of the bottom section, or the bottom gap of the top section. So select the top one, the first one. This is the title one, and as you can see, now we can also see this one. Now go to advanced. Now deselect this thing first of all. Now in the bottom margin, type in maybe 10, and before 10 now put a minus sign. Now as you can see, it has come up. Now instead of 10, now let's make 20. Okay, now as you can see, when we make 20, now both are getting connected, and this is looking awesome. Okay, so this is what we wanted. Now click on save. Now we need to add some gap at the top and few gap at the bottom. So let's do that. Now select this one, the edit section, go to advanced, padding top, let's make it 80 pixels, padding bottom, again 80 pixels will do. Okay, so this looks much better. Click on save, come to this page, let's refresh and see all the changes. If everything is fine, we'll move forward. Okay, let's see from bottom. This looks awesome. Okay, make sure you add some gap below this thing also. This doesn't look good. Okay, rest everything is awesome. Make sure to enter the animation. I have shown you how to do that, so make sure you enter animation for everything. That would really look good. Okay, so we have successfully created the home page, and believe me guys, this was the toughest section. Now everything from here will be very, very easy, because I'm going to show you a very simple thing of how to create other pages. Okay, now let's see how we do that. So for that, what you will do is, first let's think how we should do this. Okay, let's first create few pages. Okay, so come back to your dashboard, create some pages. So how our pages, click on add new. we need 3 pages: contact us, about us, and services. So let's first create about us page. Type in about us, and under template select page builder full width, click on publish. Now click on add new to add a new page. Type in services, again template full page builder full width, click on publish. Add new page again, and this time contact us, template page builder full width, publish. Okay, now as you can see in this website we don't have a menu, so let's add a menu also. So how our appearances, and you'll see something called menus. Click on menus. Okay, now you can name anything to this. I generally name it main menu, as you can see. Click on create menu after that. Now select everything from your contact us, services, about us, homepage. Click on this add to menu. Now just adjust everything. For example, I want my homepage at the top, and I don't want it to say homepage, I just want it to say home. So what I'll do, I'll delete the page from here. Okay, delete the page from here, fine. And I want my about us page after the home page, then the services page, and at last the contact us page. And make sure to click on this check mark, this primary menu. Now click on save menu. Now again come back to this particular page, refresh, and we should see a menu over here. Now as you can see, we see a menu, a beautiful menu over here. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll make the page which we have created, we have named it home page, but this is not our home page at till now. What do I mean to say that? Let's click on this icon. Okay, as you can see, this is the home page. Okay, and we don't want this as our home page, obviously. So what I'll do, I'll change this thing, and I'll make the page, this page which we just created. Okay, this page, we'll make this page as our home page, because as you can see, when we click on this page, it is giving us our domain name / home page, but we don't want this. Okay, so go back to your dashboard, hover settings, and go to general settings. Now here you can change your site title and tagline. As I said to you, for example, you can put in anything. For example, let me put in blog dude. I'm sorry. Okay, as you can see here also, and everywhere the changes have taken place. And a tagline. Okay, maybe made by, okay, I've always put, I think that's why I'm getting this suggestion, made by Near Sheikh. Okay, now click on save changes. Okay, I just forgot to do that change. Okay, now what you can do, now click on reading. Okay, now here at present your latest post is selection. Now select this one, a static page. Now from the front page we have to select the home page which we created. Click on save changes. Now click on this home page, and now we should not see this thing. Okay, click on home page. Now as you can see, we have the same page and we do not see that thing. Matlab, this has become our home page officially. Okay, so this looks awesome. Now let's see our about us page. We don't have anything over here because we haven't created anything. Now a very beautiful thing I'm going to show you guys. Again, come back to your dashboard. At the left hand side you will see Elementors. Hover Elementors, you will see my library. Click on my library, and now click on import templates. And same thing as I said you, the link from where you downloaded images, that below that there is another link where you can download these layouts. So make sure you download those layouts. Now click on choose file. Okay, here this is how your file would look like, HTML layouts. You just have to unzip it and it would look something like this. You have 4 different files. Okay, you select any one of these. Let's select the first one. Click on open. Click on import now. As you can see, this is the home page. So if you don't want to create the home page, if you just import this thing, okay, let's not talk, I'll show you what it means. Okay, first let's import the next one, second one. Click on open, import now. Okay, this was the services. Let's import the third one. Open, import now. This was contact. Again, let's import the last one, fourth one, and this will always be the about us page. Okay, so we have the about us over here. Now what you'll do, you'll go to this particular page, click on edit page from here at the top. Now click on this edit with Elementor. Now let's come back to our demo website, click on about us to see how our about us page looks like. Okay, so this is how it looks like. As you can see guys, very beautiful. Now if you go to create, like we created the home page, if you start creating this, it will take another half an hour or 1 hour maybe, so we don't want to waste that much time. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll come back over here, and now instead of adding a new section, we'll add a template. So we'll click on this button which says add template. Now we'll go to my templates, and as you can see, all the things are over here which we just imported. Now we are creating an about us page, so import the about thing, click on insert. And as you can see guys, everything is over here, including images and everything. Image is loading, so let it load. Okay, so you have everything over here. This looks so amazing, so beautiful. So you just have to do the changes guys. You just have to change anything you want. For example, if you want to change this text, click on this text and change everything. Instead of manage all your daily tasks, I'll say Naya Sheikh. Everywhere will be Naya Sheikh, so just type in Naya Sheikh. Okay, as you can see, this is how easy it is. Now you can use the same trick again and again to change the logo, to color the icon or so on. If you want to change this image, okay, you can do anything. Okay guys, so you don't have to create everything from scratch. I'm not charging anything for that. You can download the layouts for free. Okay, so we have, without doing anything, we have created the about us page. Now let's click on save. Okay, now let's get rid of this. Okay, now let's click on about us page and see whether changes have taken place or not. Okay, as you can see, the changes have taken place. It looks amazing. Okay, now go to services. Nothing. So again, go to edit page, edit with Elementor. Okay, again click on add template, my templates, and what page is this? This is services page. So select services, click on insert. And here it is. You have the whole services page without writing a single code, without even doing this drag and drop. Okay, so you have everything over here. So easy guys. Okay, you want to change anything, you just do the changes from here. You want to change this color, you want to change the weight, whatever you want. You want to change the width, you can do it from here. Everything is simple. Okay, so you have everything over here. Again, click on save. So we have created the services page also. Now again, let's get rid of this. Now go to contact us, click on this edit page icon or link, whatever that is. Now click on this edit with Elementor, click on edit, add template, my template. Now this is contact us, so just import this contact one. Okay, it is loading, let it load. Now as you can see, we have this contact us also, so you don't have to create anything. And this is the same section, as you can see, which we used. So here it is, you have the map, everything is there with just one single click. Now let's click on the save button. Okay, now let's get rid out of everything guys, and let's see whether anything is left or not. So I think everything is complete guys, and as you can see, within so small period of time we have created a complete website, and that is really insane. This was unimaginable with for last few years, but now the technology and you have everything over here. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you guys like this tutorial, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also give a thumbs up to this video, that would really help me. If I have missed anything, or if you would like something if you would like to know something more, then make sure you leave a comment in the section below, that I'll read that comment, and maybe I'll make a video on that. And in the future I'll be making many more Elementors videos, so make sure you subscribe for that also. Okay, thank you for watching this video. See you soon, guys.